Hey guys, it's Johnny. I'm here with another reaction and analysis video for you guys. Today we're looking at Voctave's Disney Heroes and Villains medley. I'm excited. Voctave has not made an appearance on my channel in a while, so I figured with their new release it might be time to get back into it. Now I will say that I don't have a very regular schedule for uploading these. I try to do 1 to 3 a week depending on what my availability is like. Though I do have a big trip coming up. I'm spending a few weeks on the other side of the country, which is exciting. And in that time I do want to get a lot of work done on these videos. It's kind of like a working trip, but I'm mostly working on my passion projects like my music and my writing, so expect to see a lot more from that time period. But until then, I'm just getting ready, moving some stuff around, and yeah, looking forward to it. So that's all I have for introductions, so let's get into this video.
Sit down at my table, put your minds at ease. If you relax, it will enable me to do anything at peace.
So let's start by saying I don't know Voctave as well as I know, let's say, Voice Player, Home Free. They're the channels that I usually react to more often. I know this guy. I think he's collaborated with Voice Play, actually. I think that's EJ Cardona. Yeah, that's Omar's brother. So I know him just because I'm in the voice play culture. I wish I knew the name of our lovely soloist for Friends on the Other Side. What's our F minor?
Will enable me to do anything at peace.
Yeah. Nice F minor for Friends on the Other Side. I'm a pretty big Disney music guy, so I'm digging the idea of this in general, but Friends on the Other Side, you know, it's really good, and it works really well with the bass voice. So, I got friends on the other side. Nice juicy F, and he slides all the way down to put your mind at ease. If you relax, it will enable me to do anything I please. He kind of slides down to the low C. So, nice sick bass voice from our soloist whose name I unfortunately do not know. Please let me know in the comments. Our intro bass line is just... Meanwhile, we have the chord being outlined by the echoing doos in the higher voices, or bass guy goes on down there. Whoever's doing the bass line. Sounds like it's multiple people on each part, though. Voctave is a bigger group, so distribute the parts like that. Very nice intro.
My table, put your minds at ease. If you relax, it will enable me to do anything at peace. I can read your future, I can change it round some too. How deep into your heart and soul, make your wildest dreams come true.
What I really like about this section is how the voices in the background are kind of imitating the instrumental version of the song, or the official version of the song with the instruments in the background. So you hear like the what sound going on at the end there to imitate the staccatos and the brass that exist in the original recording of the song. So very nice.
I can read your future, I can change it round some too. How deep into your heart and soul.
Funky chord. I liked that in there. I also like how we're switching between the ahs and the oohs, and even we got a little bit of like echo on in the future in there with the background voices echoing the lead. So I like it.
Make your wildest dreams come true. Transformation Central. Transmodification Central. Can you feel it? You're changing, alright. I hope you're satisfied. But if you ain't, don't blame me.
Oh.
You can blame my friends on the other side.
Good lord, I did not expect that. Alright, here. Let's play it back a little bit, because there was some stuff I wanted to point out in there.
Transmodification Central. Can you feel it? You're changing, alright.
So I like how they're recreating that from the original, where we have like this fast-moving beat. You hear the bass line going dum 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 throughout this whole section with the transformation and transmogrification, and then as we get this big slowdown, we get the it's word painting in a way because it imitates the transformation that's going on, and that combined with the big slowdown that we have going on, all of it works so well to paint the picture of what's happening in here. And our soloist is really nailing it home with the energy that is providing for just like this sly, slippery, villainous figure. So I'm loving it. Excellent soloist for this song. And down. Let's listen to that again.
You're changing, alright. I hope you're satisfied. But if you ain't, don't blame me.
Don't blame me. Oh. It's so good. Just like the juiciness that he has behind those low chest notes.
You can blame my friends on the other side.
I'm gonna say that subharmonic. My subs are not there today. It's just so cool. Like, I don't think I've ever heard that from Voctave before.
You've got friends on the other.
Alright, okay, that was cool. Ready?
You've got friends on the other. I have often dreamed of a far-off place.
My piano's getting out of tune already. It's humidity. I live in Pennsylvania in July. So anyway, so Friends on the Other Side was an F minor. So in F minor, the dominant note of the scale is C. Now what they did is they held that C. They purposely didn't land on side because we're doing Go the Distance in C, at least so far. So now C becomes the root. So that was a smooth transition.
Where a great warm welcome will be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be. I will find my way.
I like how our soloist maintains the same brightness between all the like switching around of the tempo, this kind of rubato section we have, which if you've been here for a while, you know rubato means carried in Italian, but it's kind of like when the tempo sways, so we slow down, speed up, and it's just not very consistent. But he's doing a good job maintaining the same brightness, the same consistency of tone. I think he's doing a great job with this solo.
The voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be. I will find.
So he is in the tenor end, up to that G4. He's doing that in like a full, nice, bright chest voice, so that's really something.
I can go the distance, I'll be there someday. If I can't be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while.
Now that was cool. So check this out.
Will be worth my while.
Okay, so we're on these bright ah syllables, which is the brightest syllable you can get. Generally, the brightest syllable you can get, especially for singing backgrounds in particular. So listen to what we do here.
Every mile will be worth my while.
So I know every mile will be worth my while. As the melody goes down and decrescendos, it decreases in volume, we switch to the ooh syllable because we're decreasing the entire thing in brightness, not just the solo voice. So that's an awesome arrangement decision there.
Every mile will be worth my while. I would go almost anywhere to find where I belong.
Through the mist, through the wood, through the darkness and the shadows.
Okay. So I was really hoping for tenor high C. But still, he's holding out that high G for a long time. That's kind of, I forget what the guy's name is, but there's a guy who does, like, barbershop quartets. He did one for Go the Distance where it just holds that for, like, 30 seconds. It's freaking crazy, but I'll put the guy in the description if I remember, but yeah, that's awesome, that high build up there. Now let's hear the transition again. Do we even have a whole chord in there?
Through the mist, through the wood, through the darkness and the shadows. It's an
Okay, well, I'll worry about that later, but for now. So we talked about how we use the last note of the song to change into the next song, even if it's in a different key, which this one kind of is. So Go the Distance we had in C major, and the relative minor to C major is A minor. And it's because A and C are really, A minor and C major are really working out of the same root scale. They're just different modes that exist within that scale. And that's a little bit of a confusing concept to explain, so I'm not going to bother with that right now, but just know that C major and A minor kind of work out of the same scale. So it is nice to be able to transition from the C major to the A minor using that C, which is a familiar note between the two.
nightmare, but it's one exciting ride. Say a prayer, then we're there at the drawbridge of a castle, and there's something truly terrible inside. It's a beast, he's got fangs, razor-sharp ones, massive paws, killer claws for the feast. Hear him roar, see him foam, but we're not coming home till he's dead. Good and dead, kill the beast!
So nice bass belt up there. So we're doing the mob song from Beauty and the Beast. Most underrated song from that movie, by the way. Actually, I really like Something There. That's probably my favorite underrated song. Through the mist, through the wood. We have to get that really nice theatrical tone there, which I think he's doing so well. By the way, nice face. The very theatrical energy with the pronunciation, just nice and crisp. And till he's dead, till he's gone, kill. Belting up to that high A there for kind of like the yell effect we're getting.
Till he's dead, good and dead, kill the beast! Screw your courage to the sticking place.
I've also always liked that. Building that kind of awkward chord in there. That's more just like something the original does, but I just always thought that was really cool.
Screw your courage to the sticking place. Through a mist, through a wood, where within a haunted castle something's lurking that you don't see every day. It's a beast, one as tall as a mountain. We won't rest till he's good and deceased. Sally forth, tally ho, grab your sword, grab your bow, praise the Lord, and here we go.
Look at how open he is when he goes up there. Here we go. You need a lot of room to belt high notes is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's reflected really well in at least the video he has here.
Sword, grab your bow, praise the Lord, and here we go.
So that was a sudden one. So we're in the dominant chord.
Forth, tally ho, grab your sword, grab your bow, praise the Lord, and here we go.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid.
Okay, so that one, the key itself doesn't lend itself to a good transition when we're switching from A minor to G major. We were on the dominant chord, so all we had to do was switch a little bit in there, but yeah. We switched to G minor, G major. That's all we need to say. A whole new word, let's hit it. By the way, nice vocals up there. Let's see if I can do it.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? side.
I love the clarity that all of these soloists are singing their solos with. It's just so nice and clean and crisp. There's no vocal interference. Everything is just going so smoothly. I just love it.
I can open your eyes, take you wander by.
Even that little bit of vibrato. I can open your eyes. Just that little hint of it at the end is so nice and so effective.
Open your eyes, take you wander by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world, with new horizons to pursue.
So I really like how the female ensemble kind of takes the part of Jasmine here in this song. I think he's doing an incredible job maintaining a good a breathiness up there to keep the notes. He's doing a good job maintaining the energy that he needs to keep those notes sounding clean. So it's a very nice tone that he's using out there.
No one to tell us no or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world, with new horizons to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere.
So that's another good example of using the background vocals to encourage the crescendo or decrescendo of the moment. Listen again.
Horizons to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to.
So listen one more time. We'll talk about it this time.
With new horizons to pursue.
Ooh ha ha. As what the voices do there, they go from ooh to ah as that line increases to increase the openness and the brightness of the sound as we go up.
I'll chase them anywhere.
And then we break into the impact with everybody doing the words together. So that's such a nice way to build up to that.
Time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you.
I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside. But thick as you are, pay attention! My word.
Nice visual gag. So A minor, same as the mop song. I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside, but thick as... Okay, I'm having too much fun with this. I wanted to comment on that's going on in the background there. Those little staccato notes going on with that chord up there in the male voices kind of really adds to the drive that we're building with Be Prepared here.
But thick as you are, pay attention! My words are a matter of pride. The future is littered with prizes, and though I'm the main addressee, the point that I must...
So it's easy to get distracted during Be Prepared because it's such a well-written song. Not as good as Hellfire, but it's still incredibly well-written, a very close second. I do like the ha, 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 ha. It's kind of giving me the laugh of the hyena that they have scattered throughout the original song. Very nice.
The future is littered with prizes, and though I'm the main addressee, the point that I must emphasize is, you won't get a sniff without me! So prepare for the coup of the century! Be prepared for the murkiest scam!
So we have the going on to the bass line there, and what I think is cool about that is we have that going on with a something going on there with the two parts divided. I think it's cool that they're maintaining such a strong energy with this without vocal percussion, because I don't just like being in the field that I am with these reaction analysis videos. I get very used to the vocal percussion being the main drive in the piece, but I think without the beatboxing, they're doing a really good job of maintaining that intensity still. So very nice.
Be prepared for the murkiest scam.
Yes, and that's good too. After we get that. You won't get a sniff without the line that broke Jeremy Irons. A lot more intensity in the voice. So we start getting some grit as he's up there kind of like angrily singing this. There's a lot of theatrics that are going into this part. I love it.
Be prepared for the murkiest scam. Meticulous planning, tenacity spanning, decades of denial is simply why I'll be king undisputed.
I heard lots of food in there, but I don't know exactly what the backgrounds are saying.
Meticulous planning, tenacity spanning, decades of denial.
Okay, so the subtitles are not going to tell us.
Is simply why I'll be king undisputed, respected, saluted, and seen for the wonder I am. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bared. Be prepared. Yes, our teeth and ambitions are bared. Be prepared. Out there among the millers.
Okay, we'll get to Hunchback in a second. I just wanted to listen to his tenor high A.
Yes, our teeth and ambitions are bared. Be prepared.
And the vibrato that he ends it out with. Be prepared. So you put the vibrato on it before you cut it off. It pushes the energy all the way to the end of the high belt. Wonderful.
Out there among the millers and the weavers and their wives, through the roofs and gables I can see them. Every day they shout and scold and go about their lives, heedless of the gift it is to be them. If I were in their skin, I'd treasure every instant out there.
Alright, it's going to take me a second to find the key because I really suck. But I love Out There. We get to the chorus and it's just this big bombastic moment, and it's just the coolest thing I've ever heard in a Disney song. Out There is also one of my all-time favorite Disney songs. I love that we're getting it now. Let me find the key like a not loser.
And the weavers and their wives, through the roofs and gables I can see them. Every day they shout and scold and go about their lives, heedless of the gift it is to be them.
But that's one thing I love. Hear how he's grouping his lines into 2 or 3 lines at a time, and they're all separated from each other, and he's saying them so fast. Out there among the millers and the weavers and their wives, break. Through the roofs and gables I can see them, break. And it just like builds the intensity, because then we modulate. Every day they shout and scorn and go about their lives. And it just like builds and builds and builds. So when we get to, if I was in their skin, I treasure every instant. It's just such a well-written song. I'm so excited that I'm not even singing in key. But what they're doing in the backgrounds is really helping that point, because they're having these nice slurred lines off, and I think that just adds so much to have them supporting that in the background over EJ doing the solo. It's just so great.
To be them, if I were in their skin, I treasure every instant out.
D.
Every instant out, strolling by the sand. Every instant out, strolling by the sand. Taste the morning out there, like coordinate.
I finally found it, guys. It's E flat. It's kind of an awkward song to find the key for, because again it modulates a lot, but I finally found it like a not loser.
Every instant out there, strolling Just one day and then I swear I'll be content with my share. Won't resist.
Alright, we'll let it play out till the end, but I want you to listen to the way they're teasing the big build with their syllables. Like we said, you have a do or a hum at the end, you have an ooh, and then an and then an ah, and each one increases in brightness. So once we get to the ahs, you know we've hit the big time. The do's, the hms are kind of where we're keeping it low. So listen to how it builds in the background.
Who freely walk about there, just one day and then I swear I'll be content with my.
So in that section, we're teasing it. We really are, because we have a lot of whoos that we end up switching to. When he's, I swear I'll be content. We have those oohs that are just kind of like teasing. We want it to hit the big time with the impact of the piece.
I share, won't resent, won't despair, old and bent, I won't care.
So everything in there is playing with the dominant chord, which we want so badly to resolve, but we don't get it yet. Won't resent, won't despair, old and bent, I won't care. Everything is teasing the big final climactic moment. Guys, I just love Out There so much, if you can't tell.
Old and bent, I won't care. I'll have sex one day. Out there.
That's what I was saying before. Now I'll let it play out so you guys can not be mad at me for pausing it right before it ends. But he holds that that high B flat for so freaking long. And then like he does it by himself for a long time. We just want it to resolve, and then it doesn't resolve on the right chord. We have to get out there. It's so good. So we do have that going in the bass line, but meanwhile the other parts are. So we're not really fully there yet, because we have that 4 in there instead of. So that 4, that line with the 4 keys is resolution, but it never really lands there. Oh, it's so freaking good. Oh, and it's such a bombastic way to close, just with the pose. I feel like half this video turned into me just rambling about how good of a song Out There is. But it's just that good. Oh my gosh, Alan Menken, mad genius. And I think they're adapting it so well, all of these songs, and the transitions between them. It's just. Hats off, Octave. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. See you guys next time.